Welcome to the Esthetician Coach Podcast, where passion meets strategy. I'm your host and esthetician coach, Amber Boone, and each week we're talking strategies, solutions, and mindset to build and attract your best life and career yet. Welcome back to the Esthetician Coach Podcast. Today we are talking about 7 things I wish I had known before I started my business. So I wanted to do this in hopes that it can help and encourage some of you that may be on the brink of starting your business, or maybe you're in the middle of it, but some things to think about before going out on your own solo. So let's get started. You know me, I am to the point and no fluff in the podcast. So we're going to start with number 1. You need more money saved than you think. And I'm starting here because I think a lot of us don't realize the amount of time that it's going to take to actually get our business up and running, because we're not going to have cash flow immediately. Yes, you might have some, but it's not going to be enough to sustain your business or pay your bills. And that's just the honest truth, the hard, honest truth. So make sure that you have money saved. Make sure you do a budget before going out on your own, and cut out all the fluff, all the things that you can live without. Cut all that out before you start your own business, and make sure you have income to pay your bills at home, but also to support your business while it's growing. And that's very important to think about those 2 things. Start your business account, keep your money separate, start a business savings account, and really focus in on the money before you even go out on your own. And I know none of us like to do that, but it is a crucial step in this process. And stability is going to actually give you creative freedom. So it's very hard to build with confidence when your nervous system is in, my gosh, how am I going to pay the rent mode, right? So give yourself a runway as much as you can. Save 6 months to a year if you can, and support yourself while you build. And that's just being smart, not behind. So keep that in mind when you're going out on your own, when you're just starting. And there is no shame in keeping a job while you build and having that stability while you grow. In fact, it's highly advised. The only reason I took the leap was, things didn't work out where I currently was. And I thought, it's now or never. I'm going all in. But there's no shame in, keeping that job until you can get to that point. Number 2, marketing. Marketing is going to be more important than any of the other jobs you have, more than the service that you're doing for the client, more than the product that you're selling. Because if you are not marketing yourself, and I'm not just talking about social media, I wish that's all it took these days. But it takes a lot to market yourself, to become visible so that people know that you exist. They know that you have products. They know that you're offering services. Because if they don't know you exist, they can't buy from you. I started out wanting it to be about the products. Yes, but you have to market yourself. You just have to figure out how to do it and how to get good at it and become an expert marketer. And I spend time daily in my business now on my website trying to figure out SEO and trying to figure out Instagram and YouTube and all of the places that I can market for free, because right now I'm not doing paid ads. I'm just trying to get out there. Don't get me wrong, I want to do paid ads. I just want to have all of my ducks in a row before I go down that path. I want everything to be crystal clear on my website, in my messaging, in my social media before I start doing the paid ads consistently. But I know that's going to be a part of it as well. So your job is to be seen. It's visible. It's creating trust. It's creating connection. So yes, you have to market. You have to talk about what you do. You have to repeat yourself. And no, it does not mean you're going to be annoying. It means you are being relatable and clear. You're simply saying, here's how I can help you again and again. And I know you think, because I'm posting on social media every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And, in the back of your mind, you're like, I just posted. But a lot of times people aren't even seeing your post, because it only goes out to so many people, and I don't have a big following right now. So mine may get to 5 or 10 people, unless people are liking and commenting and all of those things, which that will be amazing if they are. Number 3, your website is not one and done. And I really thought that when I created a website, I'll build my website, I'll launch it, and it's done. No problem. I got this. But no, it is a living, breathing part of your business, and it will evolve as you evolve. You will rewrite that copy. You will refine your offers. You're going to adjust your brand messaging. You will get better at communicating value over time. You don't need to do it perfect to start because I get in perfection mode. I like for everything to be perfect, but you can't in this process. You're going to want to change it as soon as you do it if you're like me. But it needs to be clear. Your marketing message needs to be clear, and you have to start somewhere to get to that next step and to get to that next level, because you're not going to know everything starting out. You're just not. As much as we educate ourselves and read the books and listen to the podcast and all the things, we are going to have to go on this journey and figure it out as we go and get better as we go. And a lot of times putting things out there is what helps us get better. It's what helps us tweak things and look at it and be like, "Ooh, I can do that better. I can do that differently. I can make my messaging more clear." So the goal is not for it just to be pretty. Yes, you want it aesthetically pleasing, but the goal is that the customer finds you, number one. That's your number one job, is get them to your website with SEO. And then that they know what to do. They know how to book a service. They know how to buy a product, and it converts them to buy. So they know what's in it for them. They know how to take that next step. So website gets them there. It keeps them there. They're excited to be on your page and they want to check it out and look around. And then it converts them to buyers through that know, like, and trust factor. And they may not buy the first time. They may not book a service the first time, but that's okay. You're building, you're growing, you're getting everything right with your brand message, and you're communicating that value. Number 4, know your cost of goods from day one. This is so important to start early on because it will just create good and lasting habits for you. So create a spreadsheet, whatever you got to do. That's what I did in the beginning. Created a spreadsheet and know your cost for each service, for each product. And I'm not just talking about, the products that you're using in the treatment room. Yes, know all of the cost on that. But I'm talking about your time, the tools, processing fees for credit cards, your website fees, your utilities, your rent, all of the things that go in to the business or the service, the products that you're providing to your clients, to your customers. Because if you don't calculate this early, you will undercharge because you're just trying to get people in the door. And when you finally raise your prices later, it's going to feel 10 times harder. So you want to set that pricing in the beginning, and you want to know exactly how much you're spending and how much it's going to take you to sustainably run and operate your business to keep it going. Because if you can't sustainably operate, you're going to have to close down. So it doesn't matter, if you want to be cheaper or the cheapest. You have to do it based on the services that you're offering, the products that you're offering, your time, your rent. All of those things come into play, and you just can't discount that or put that to the side and say, I'll worry about it later. Worry about it in the beginning, and it's going to help you get further. Your pricing needs to support your life, not just cover the basics. We price for profit, not survival. Keep that in mind. Number 5, your mindset will be tested daily. This is so true. Some days you have really high highs, and then some days really low, and you're like, am I doing this right? What can I do better? What can I do more? And you're questioning everything yourself, all of it. So building a business isn't just strategy. It's emotional work. It's spiritual work. It's identity work. You're going to find yourself on your knees a lot more when you're growing a business and even building the business. And as it grows, there will be days where you feel unstoppable and you feel like, okay, I've got this. This is working. And then there's days where one Instagram post that performs badly makes you question your entire life path. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? Why did this happen? But here's the truth. You have to clap for yourself. When no one else is clapping yet, you have to show up for yourself. You have to like your own post. You have to comment on your own post. And that's okay. You have to hold that vision before there is proof. And a lot of times you're the only one that's going to see your vision. No one else is going to see it. And they're even going to question it. And they're going to question you. Like, are you sure about this? Do you know how many candles it's going to take to support yourself? I've been asked that question. I'm like, yes, I'm very well aware. I've done the math. But mindset is not a one-time pep talk. It is a muscle. That's the good news. So you're going to build it every day like you're working it out. And the more you do that, the more it's easier to create that positivity and to move past those hurdles when they pop up, because you're creating that mindset that gets you to the next level. And mindset is such a huge part of building a business, a brand. Number 6, set your vision, have your vision, but don't be afraid to pivot. Write the business plan, have that direction, know exactly where you want to go, but don't get married to the first draft of your idea, because you're going to learn by doing, not by thinking about doing, right? You're going to learn by trying things, changing things, discovering what actually lights you up, what actually works, what sells, what your customers want. And you're going to realize what they actually want through trying and testing. And that's such a huge part of building a business and a brand, is that you have a lot of trial and error and testing and figuring it out along the way. And I know everybody just wants to put it out there in this perfect package and perfect version, and boom, it's done. You figured it out, you're successful, but it just doesn't work like that. You try things, they succeed, they fail, and then you try again. You figure out a different path, you figure out a different product, you figure out a different way to reach or to message. So it's not bad necessarily when something doesn't go exactly as planned. It's just giving you a redirection. It's telling you, okay, this is not it. Don't give up on your dream or your goal or your business plan, but shift. Don't be afraid to pivot. Pivoting is not going to be failure. It's intelligence. And the most successful entrepreneurs are not the ones who never change. They are the ones who know how to listen to themselves, what resonates with you, and what resonates with your clients, your customers, your market. Number 7, start your email list yesterday. And you hear a lot of people say it, and I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. I don't care if you have 50 followers on Instagram. I have 80 right now. But start your email list. Social media is borrowed land, and algorithms are constantly shifting. I think Instagram is really weird sometimes, but I still use it and it still brings me sales. Platforms change, but your email list is your property. And when you email weekly, and I suggest you do that, I suggest you just get on a rhythm of emailing every week, nurturing your audience. And it doesn't matter if the first email is perfect. It doesn't have to be. You're getting in the habit of sending that email, and you're going to get better at writing those emails as you go. So start collecting those followers, those emails, and that email list is going to be yours. When you're emailing weekly, you're building trust, you're building that warmth, you're building connection, and you're getting sales. And you may not get sales overnight, so don't expect to have the email list bring you a sale immediately. It takes some time. It takes some warming up, and it takes some nurturing along the process. You know, sometimes you'll get an email and you don't purchase right away, but maybe you'll get that 5th or 6th email and you're like, oh yeah, I meant to buy that. And you'll go and purchase whatever you got the email about. So people, especially if they sign up for your email, they want to hear from you. Have a simple opt-in on your website or in person. If you have a storefront, have an opt-in that they can sign up for your emails, send one email a week, and show up consistently. Small lists can still equal big profit for you. Those are the 7 things that I wish I had known when starting a business, and things that I have learned in the process that hopefully they will help you out too, and save you some stress, save you some burnout, save you some second guessing, or if nothing else, you can just relate and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I get that. I'm there too. So let me recap quickly. Number 1, give yourself a financial runway. Save money. Do your budget. Get it right. Number 2, marketing is going to be your most important job. So get good at it or hire someone that's really good at it if you can afford it. Number 3, your website is going to evolve. Don't be scared of that. Just let it. Just realize, okay, this is what I've got to learn or I've got to pay somebody to do it. Number 4, know your numbers early. So know what your costs are up front early and often. Keep them in a spreadsheet. Number 5, mindset is going to be your daily work. It just is. Set aside 10 minutes a day for this to build that muscle. Number 6, pivoting is part of growth. Yes, 100%. Pivoting, change, learning what works, learning what doesn't, trial and error, testing and seeing what works is going to be key to your success. And number 7, email is your most important long-term asset. So start building that list and set yourself a goal that you're going to have 50 emails by the end of the year. You can do this. If this episode resonated, spoke to you, share it with someone who's building their business too, building something. And check out my website. Go to SkinSoulRituals.com. See what I'm building over there. And I would love to have you follow me on Instagram. It is at SkinSoulRituals.co. I'll put all the links below so that you can check it out. And thank you so much for being here. Without you, I wouldn't show up every week. You are the reason that I show up. You're the reason that I share. So I appreciate you being a part of this community. It means so much to me. And, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, subscribe. If you haven't left a review, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next week.